What's up YouTube? I'm Alec DeLelio, and today I'm going to show you guys how to play Roxanne by Zervas on guitar. Now I actually was trying to figure out how to play the song last night because I've been hearing it everywhere lately, and I found some guitar lessons on YouTube. I found some chord sheets online, but in my opinion none of them quite matched up to the original song and the original guitar sample used, so I kind of just figured the chords out. I think I figured them out as close to the original as you're going to get, and I just wanted to share with you guys because I don't think this is available anywhere else online. But before I get into that, I also wanted to let you guys know that I'm now teaching private guitar lessons, one-on-one as well as group classes, and I'm going to leave a link to sign up in the description of this video in case you like what you see. So feel free to reach out. And also, for all of you music producers and artists out there, I'm going to provide a link in the description to sign up for DistroKid at a discounted rate. Now, DistroKid is, if you don't know, pretty much the cheapest and easiest way to upload your music to Spotify, Apple Music, etc. So anyway, getting into the lesson. Before I start teaching all the chords, I'm just going to play through them so you can, get a better idea of what to expect. Alright, so basically it's 3 chords is the sample. They're pretty tough chords to play. You're gonna need to practice them a lot. As you can probably tell, I'm still practicing them, but basically it is just 3. So once you get the hang of these 3 chords, you can probably play the song relatively easily. So this first chord, I believe it is some kind of F sharp minor variation, F sharp add 11, I think flat 6, but it's not super important. What's important is how to play it. So basically you're just gonna bar the 9th fret here with your index finger, but only from the A string down. So you're not really worrying about the low E right now. So you're just barring the 9th fret here, and then you're gonna take your middle finger and your ring finger and you're gonna stack them both below here on the B and high E strings, and then you're going to add your pinky here on the 11th fret of the G string. So altogether that sounds like this. Now this is not a super widely used chord shape, at least in my experience, so it's taking me a little bit of time to get used to it, but it does sound really good, and I'm almost positive it's what's played in the original song. So anyway, that's... And kind of as a pickup going into the next chord, you can do, this is optional, but this is, how they do it in the original, is you strum the chord, and then you use the G string here as kind of a pickup note. So you don't change anything about the fingering when you do that. Oops. You just hit it right before you go into this next chord. So that's optional. So for the next chord, which is an A major 7, you're gonna kind of leave the 9th fret here barred, except you're gonna move your finger down so that you're only barring the top 3 strings. Because you're going to need something, we got something else going on down here. So the top 3 strings here should be barred on the 9th fret. Then you're going to drop your middle finger down to the 11th fret on the D string. So then you'll have that. And drop, you can see it wants to go down. It wants to stack right below, right there. So bring your ring finger to the 12th fret on the A string where it clearly wants to go anyway. And you're going to play that chord for twice as long. So it's... And then, finally, the last chord is just a D major or a D major 7. D major 7 I think sounds better, but it's a bit tougher to play. So I'm going to go over both of these options and you can just choose what works best for you. But both of these shapes are very common widely used shapes that if you don't already know, you should start getting used to, because they're very useful. So basically just a normal major chord would be, of course, you're going to bar with your index finger here on the 10th fret, which is the D on the low E string. It's barred. And then you need your ring finger and your pinky to come down and grab the 12th fret here. So this is essentially like a power chord, just with those 3 notes. But what makes it the major chord is when you drop your middle finger to the G string. You're kind of just dropping it below there, in between the ring finger and the index finger. And if you've barred correctly, then you'll get the high E and B strings in there too. So that's what that sounds like. And if you want to, and this is the major chord, but if you want to do the D major 7, you just, switch things around very slightly here to this shape. So the way this works is, again, you bar the 10th fret, and you drop your middle finger and ring finger down to the 11th fret on the 3rd and 4th strings, the D and G strings, and you drop your pinky down to the 12th fret on the A string. And again, if you've barred correctly, you should get the full chord. So that's really it. It's a lot of fun to play. Always, a good little party trick to bust something like this out, because, everyone who's on TikTok at this point probably knows this song. So here we go. I'm just going to play through it one more time. Again, the chords are tabbed out below for your reference. Thanks y'all for watching. Let me know if you have any requests.